Free image editors have come so far in 2026 that what you can do today would have been unthinkable even with paid tools just a year or two ago. So today we're answering the question a lot of people are asking right now of what is the best free image editor and do you actually need to pay for anything? Now, if you've been around this channel, you know I've been a huge Photoshop and Lightroom advocate for years, and I still stand by that. They're incredible tools, but they do cost money, and the reality is not everyone needs that level of power, which is why these free tools come in the conversation. So today I want to show you 4 free image editors from the Adobe ecosystem that you can start using right now, ranging from AI-powered edits to design work to a web-based version of Photoshop, all without spending a dime. Now, I'm happy to share that this video is sponsored by Adobe, a company that, as I've mentioned, I've talked about extensively on this channel for years, so I'm super excited that they reached out to sponsor this video and support the channel. Now, the best free image editors I'll walk you through are Adobe Firefly, Adobe Lightroom Mobile, Adobe Express, and finally Adobe Photoshop Web, going from the absolute easiest to use through to the most versatile and powerful option on the list. Now, it's important to note that no single free tool does everything, but together these 4 Adobe apps cover almost every everyday use case. They're also all cloud-based, so there's nothing to download and you can access them across different devices without any upfront cost. Starting with one of the best AI image editors, we have Adobe Firefly, which can do a lot of the core editing tasks for you. Now, inside of Firefly, we have a handful of tools that we can go and select, and the way that some of these tools operate is using credits that you get new credits for your free account each day. You can check your credit total by just clicking on your profile icon, and they'll just automatically get spent depending on the ones that you're using here. Now, a couple of the tools that I find most useful in Firefly is the remove background option, because you can just click on that with your photo imported, and it does a better job than pretty much any of the other free background removal tools I've tried to deal with the fine details of like hair and things like that. Now, another example that I find really useful for Adobe Firefly is with image upscaling. In this photo here, I have a low res version of the image that I want to upscale. Well, I can do that super easily going to generative upscale. I can set my model that I want to use, and I'll set it to 4 times upscale, let's say. So it's going to be way bigger than before. I'll click on upscale. We'll see how this looks. Now that original image is 4 times larger, but if we look up close, you would never be able to tell. It does a great job to maintain all of those details. Now, the other thing that I really enjoy about Firefly is the prompt-based editing. I think it's kind of fun to explore. Here's an example of what that looks like. You basically type in a prompt and it's going to edit your base photo with that prompt applied. Now, this doesn't replace image editors in the sense that this is basically regenerating your photo with your prompt-based edit applied. So it's not allowing you to edit with sliders necessarily, but it still does a great job to edit photos without any photo editing knowledge. If you want an image editor that doesn't require any technical knowledge and you like the idea of one-click AI edits, Firefly is the best free AI photo editor in this lineup. Now, Firefly doesn't give you selective edits, and that's where Adobe Lightroom Mobile comes in. This is the best free image editor for mobile users who want real editing tools without the complexity. Now, the way this works is you can import your photos into Lightroom, and once they're imported, we can click on the little star icon and we can drag up from the right edge to add flags if we want to pick or reject our photos, or we can add star ratings so we can further organize things. This is really useful because once we're back in the main view, we can filter these for the images that we like the best, so that way we know exactly what we want to edit. But when it comes time to edit, we of course have all of our typical adjustments that you would expect. We have our exposure, contrast, and all of those types of things here. But what if that still feels like too much for you? Well, in that case, we can go to the preset section, and under the Yours tab, we have a bunch of pre-made presets we can click on and then tap between to find the one that works best on our photo. Let's say that I want to use this one here, but it feels a little bit too intense. Well, if I click on the thumbnail for that preset, I can just play with the slider to adjust that to my liking. Clicking apply, we now have that look added from the beginning photo, but we can take this even further with the quick actions, using these to enhance our subject or make some adjustments to just the background. Clicking on the subject within the quick actions here, I can now go and play around with the exposure, brightening up the subject to make him pop a little bit more. There's also a couple presets that we can tap between to apply those as well. Clicking apply, let's go to the background next, and now once again, this time it's affecting the background, but I have the same slider as before. Maybe I can darken that down, or I can even add a little bit of background blur with the lens blur filter as well. So looking at that before and then the after, Lightroom Mobile is perfect for those who want a powerful image editor that they can take on the go. If your work involves social media content, school projects, or basic marketing visuals, Adobe Express is the best free image editor for design work, and I'm surprised that it doesn't get more attention. Now, what makes Adobe Express so useful is that it has tons of pre-made templates that look super professional and are easy to use. You can just go and type in the search bar what template you're looking for, maybe a presentation template, a web page template, a logo template in this case. You can click on view all and you'll see there's tons of different options, and you can even filter them based on the price, so we can only see the free ones. That way we know everything we're looking at is free to use. Now from there we could go and click on the one that we want, customize that template, and now we can click on any of these elements and they're super easy to refine. And that's what's so awesome about these templates. You don't need to have any design knowledge. It's super intuitive to use, and it's super simple to select anything within a project using the layers here. Just click on the specific layer in the project you want to target, and then that way it's very simple to figure out what you're wanting to edit. Now, there's also a huge library of graphic elements to images as well. When you're looking for anything though, just make sure that you filter things for free, so then you know that everything you're looking at is in fact free. You don't have to worry about paying for anything. Now, our fourth and final image editor is Adobe Photoshop Web, which is the best free image editor online for anyone who wants professional grade tools without paying for a subscription. It's the same Photoshop you know, except running entirely on your browser. Now, it's understandable that if you first look at Photoshop, you're like, holy, this is pretty overwhelming. But in the web-based version of Photoshop, for a limited time, you can try the AI assistant for free, which I think is pretty awesome, because rather than having to figure out what layers you want to create, you can type in anything and it will do it for you. Now, depending on your prompt, it may use AI to generate some of these effects. However, if it can do it with just regular layers, it will do that instead and doesn't require any credits to do so. So for example, let's say I want to make this look like a dramatic black and white edit. I'll just type in that prompt here, make this photo a dramatic black and white edit, press enter, and then it will take a second to load. And now it automatically adds in these layers for me, editing the photo. We can customize the layers by double clicking on them and updating those adjustments. Now, of course, there's tons of other tools in Photoshop Web that you can explore here, but one that I really think is worthwhile is within the retouch section is the remove tool here. This is one of the best object removal tools that I think you'll find, and the fact that it's free is pretty amazing. Basically, with that tool selected, just click on your layer, paint on anything that you want to remove, and it will do that for you without using any credits. It even works really well against complex textures, such as in the background here. And after just a couple of brush strokes, you can see the textures are still nicely maintained in the background, but that distraction was removed. Now, of course, you can still do things like graphic design in Photoshop as well, creating type and shapes and adding other graphic assets or images into your projects. You can explore that on your own, but the point being, there is so many powerful tools inside of Adobe Photoshop Web for those who want the most advanced workflow from their free image editor. Now, is any individual photo editor ever perfect? Well, no. There's of course always something to be desired, but what you still get access to across these 4 Adobe apps without spending a cent still makes them totally worthwhile to try, in my opinion, while covering all of your bases from photo editing to design. If we were to rank these on a graph from most powerful to most user-friendly, you'd end up with something like this. But let's make this even more clear when it comes to the best free photo editing platforms in 2026. Here's how these 4 tools compare. Adobe Firefly is going to be your best option if you want to have fast, one-click, AI-focused edits. You don't want to be tied down by complex software. Adobe Lightroom Mobile is going to be best if you want an image-focused workflow where you can manage and edit all of your images across different devices. Adobe Express is going to be most ideal if you do things like content creation, or you're working on school projects, or you need to create basic marketing visuals. It does all of the design elements for you. There's tons of great templates. It's super easy to use. It's the ideal option if Photoshop feels too advanced but you still want really nice looking designs. Then finally, we have Adobe Photoshop Web. This is going to be the ideal option for those who want pro grade tools related to photo editing as well as design. Plus, with the inclusion of the AI assistant, it makes it even easier to use, and the learning curve comes down just a little bit compared to the regular version of Photoshop. Now, I'd love to know which of these free image editors you've tried in the past, why you've liked them or why you didn't, so we can make this a more rich discussion beyond my opinions here, so you can find exactly the right tool for you. All 4 are free to start using right now. You can edit your images for free using Photoshop Web, Lightroom Mobile, Firefly, and Express. The link for all of those is in the description below. Again, thank you so much to Adobe for sponsoring this video, supporting this channel, and with that, I'll see you next time.